Today I'm going to be showing you how to cook a ham in your air fryer. First we're going to make a tangy honey glaze to go on it, and then I'm going to be cooking mine on the skewers. If you do not have a set of skewers for your air fryer, you can go ahead and cook it directly on the tray that comes with it. I just prefer how it came out on the skewers more than the tray. Links for the recipe and all the items I'm using today will be in the description below. I have made a few changes to the recipe and I will make note of those as we're going along. And as always, if you like the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. First time I made this recipe, I made it almost completely as it was written. The only thing I took out was cloves. I cannot stand cloves. So I made it perfectly as it was written, except for those cloves. And it called for orange zest and orange juice. And the orange was way too overpowering. So I made it another time, omitting the orange completely, and my family enjoyed it a lot better. So I'm gonna be making it for you today without any orange zest, or cloves. But there is a link for the recipe in the description, like I said, and you can go ahead and make it exactly like that if you like orange and cloves in your glaze. The recipe is for a whole big ham. Since I'm making kabobs, I did go ahead and cut it down to a quarter size. 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon of dark brown sugar. I'm gonna need 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of pineapple juice. Woo. This burner gets hot really quick. Tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of honey. And last 1½ teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Then you're gonna mix that all up and bring to a boil, which mine is already at. Once you get it all mixed up and at a boil, you're gonna wanna turn it down to a simmer and let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. While that's simmering, that's when I get the ingredients for my shish kebab. It's all cut up and ready to go. First, I'm gonna go ahead and just open the can of pineapple and drain it. I'm just using like chunks of pineapple. I'm gonna just be using a orange pepper. If you like red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, you can go ahead and use those. I prefer orange peppers because they have a milder taste. So I'm gonna cut off the top and then take our scoop loop, stick it in, give it a twist, and out it all comes. Perfectly clean. And since this is for shish kebabs, you're just gonna wanna chunk it kind of like the pineapple. Just with the air fryer skewers, you just can't have huge chunks because the sticks get really close to each other. So I like to make like a square. And you're gonna be doing the same thing for your onion. I'm gonna just be using a yellow onion. You could use a red onion, sweet onion, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna be using a ham steak for the ham portion of my kebabs, but say you have leftover ham from a meal, you can go ahead and cut that up and put it on the shish kebabs. I did try to find the thickest ham steak I could, so it was nice big chunks of ham. You're gonna be doing the same thing to the ham as you did to all your vegetables. You're just gonna cube it up. I like to go ahead and cut off the excess fat and keep my cubes in a container until I'm ready to put them on the skewers. So again, just nice big cubes of ham. If you're gonna be cooking the ham on a tray, just go ahead and cut it down to size. Once you have everything cut up, you're ready to assemble your skewer set and start sticking everything on. So first you gotta get the rod, and then you have your 2 wheels. Put it through. And you wanna set it to it's just below, like the lip there. You just tighten it up. You're gonna do the same on the other side. If you wanna be sure your wheels are close enough before you get started, you can go ahead and just slide one of your skewers in to check it. Now you're ready to start putting your vegetables and ham on your skewers. I always like to start with an onion. I find just the shape of it, it feels like everything just sits in it. And I like to line it up so it doesn't go under where the skewer has to clip down, and it goes just right in front of it. I'm gonna put 2 pieces of ham on next. This is really big ham. It's a really big ham. Then pineapple, and you can kind of do however you want. This is just how I do it. Pineapple, and then a pepper, and ham again. Pineapple again. And then an onion. And then another piece of ham. And I'm gonna end it with pepper. Again, you can do it however you want. So now you're gonna take the pointed end and put it in a hole. The clip goes on one of the little slots and you just kind of give a little squeeze and it flips right in and stays. You're going to keep doing this for the next 7 skewers. Once you got all the skewers filled, this is when you're gonna wanna put your glaze on. I'm gonna do it with a basting brush. So you'll notice that your glaze has gotten pretty thick while it's been sitting there. That's good. I always like to just stir it up. It's gonna heat up while it's in the air fryer, so it doesn't need to just pour over everything. You just want it to get it on there. I'm gonna set the glaze back on the heat because halfway through we're gonna pull it out and put the rest of our glaze on as much as we can get out of the pan. But now we're ready to put it in the air fryer. So for this, we're gonna select rotisserie. And we're gonna turn the time down to 10 minutes. And then at the halfway point, we'll add more glaze. We're halfway through, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out and put the rest of our glaze on it. So I went ahead and reheated my glaze. When I put it on at the start, I didn't realize my burner had gone off. So you want your glaze to be more liquidy when you put it on. Mine had cooled down too much when I put it on at the start, but it still went on. It's much easier to put the glaze on when it's more liquidy. Once you get the rest of the glaze on, you can put it back in the air fryer. Once they're done, we're just gonna pop them off and slide the meat and vegetables off. I like to take a fork, put it right on the side, and just slide it off. If you're like me and you have some leftovers, you can go ahead and put them all back on the skewers and put it in for a whole nother round. Or I'm gonna go ahead and throw them all right here in the basket. I am out of the glaze, but if you had that, you could toss them all with that and put that in as well. I'm gonna select rotisserie again in 10 minutes. So there's 3 ways to cook your ham in the air fryer. I still prefer the skewers. I find that the pineapple comes out juicier, but if I had to do a second way, I would actually go with the basket over a tray because you can add in the peppers and the onions and the pineapple. The pineapple does come out a little drier, but I also think I didn't have any glaze to put on it, and the glaze would have also helped a lot with that. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.